One of the minor problems I have with the H is that the turn signal lever doesn't cancel. I think it's when I put it to the left, or perhaps when I put it to the right. One of those two positions, it does not come back to center. It doesn't cancel. There is a cancel switch that works off of the steering column, and because that works in one direction, I'm sure it works in both directions. So I imagine it's that the switch has gotten gummy or whatever. So we're going to remove the switch today, and I was looking at spares to see how I could replace it easy enough. I came across one new old stock replacement. That's the part number. And it doesn't have the bracket, but that shouldn't be much to install. Speaking of brackets, I noticed a slight difference. You see these have got studs. Well, here's one that's got receptor screw receivers. I also came across one. This is a 60 Imperial, and it's different in that the bracket is much different. So we put that one back in stores. Let's go remove the switch from the H. So there's left signal. Apparently it does not return. There's my right signal, and it cancels. So my problem is no cancel to the left. Removal of the bezel is straightforward enough. That is a 3/32 Allen wrench. The screws that go in the lower portion, come back. There and there are shorter screws as opposed to the longer screw that goes in the top section. So what I do is I just take a piece of styrofoam and then I'll label it, and then I won't remember. Hopefully I'll remember. Removal of the switch, 2 screws, well, 2 nuts, that one and that one, and then you're done with the easy parts. These nuts, 11/32. You might notice here with the H, I have the driver's seat unbolted from the floor, moved backwards. Of course, if you're going to do work on an F or a G, you've got the swivel seat mechanism, but you can still remove the seat. And that's going to give you a lot more access so that you can get up under the dash, and it'll take some wrestling, worse if you have air conditioning, to get the switch down to here, exposing the connector there, which after so many years of being connected, will not want to come apart. But, yeah, you know, get your meaty paws on it, and that's how you can separate the switch and get it out to where you can work on it. Well, I got extremely lucky. My problem was the 60-year-old grease was hard. And once I just scraped it off and applied just a little bit of new grease, the switch now is working just perfect. If you want, you can test it before you reinstall it, but you have to ground it, and just a simple ground like that, and I've been able to get perfect cancel right and left. So we got lucky. It was just old hard grease. A few words about reassembly. The switch goes like this up under the dash. You know, it's not like that. So when you are trying to install this particular ear will be catching on the reverse light switch that is on the back side of the push buttons, and that's over in this corner, and you can't see it. Access is really limited, so wiggling this thing for the installation, sometimes, you know, it'll be a wrestle. First you've got to get the stem through the little slot, and then once you've got it in that far, then these ears are catching on everything. This ear is catching on the reverse switch, and this ear is catching on wiring and whatever it can find. But so installation, be prepared to take a break because it'll probably be a wrestle, but it'll be worth it. If you could see up inside the dash, this is what you would see. There's your push buttons, and what you're trying to do is catch that hole and that hole with the slider going through that slot.